are stuff in place here. Um, Today I'm going to be doing a review about a DIY bow I actually made. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how I actually made a bow with no power tools at all. I hate it when people tell you that there's a DIY project that you can make, but they say there's no tools involved. Like, one of my favorite DIY YouTubers is Z&A Productions. Go subscribe to him. He's really good. He makes really cool things. And if you do have the tools, you could make the stuff that he makes. But not everyone has power tools, and maybe not everyone has as many tools as I might have, or as other people do have. That you don't. Not everybody has $10,000 worth of tools laying around. So if you want to build something cool, like impress your friends, or you want to build something like nobody has all the money in the world to go buy something like a $300 bow or $1,000 gun or something like that, you know. But I actually make DIY with no tools, but I'm not going to call it a $0 project because you may not have everything that I have to build stuff. But I'm going to start up a little series here where I show you the DIY stuff I built. Because it dawned on me, why not make, because there seems to be this big trend about DIY products, weapons, and like life hacks and stuff that people use. And there's a couple of life hacks that I could do that I could probably showcase. But I'm really just today I'm going to be showing you how I've made a DIY bow out of nothing but just a couple of pieces of plastic, some metal, and some twine. So I'm going to actually get ready and go ahead and show you this. So this is the bow. I mean, it may not really look like a bow to you, but now what this is essentially made of, it's made of one plastic hanger. If you ever go to a dollar store, the black piece here, if you go to a dollar store and you buy like a cheap dustpan with a handle like the ones that are on the ground, I took that and I took the handle from it. That's what's the main grip of the bow. Now, that's what the main thing is. Now, I've actually turned this into a variety of things. I've turned it into a warhammer. I've turned it into a spear. A couple other different things. But I think this is probably the most coolest thing that I've actually made from something. Now, it's made of the $1 to $2, mostly $1 dustpan with handle, the ones that are on the ground. Tape. I would recommend getting Gorilla Tape. That's the tape that I use when I build anything. I have this really neat looking camo tape. I don't know if you can really see that. Some really neat looking camo tape. And you're gonna need tape. Now around here, I actually do have yarn, because what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to have it held strong when you're essentially pulling it back like that. You see, you're gonna want it strong when you pull it back and sling it. Now I have yarn there to hold on as a grip. Now I have a plastic hanger here at the top. Now for the reason of this, I could have used something else, maybe like PVC piping or something, but I took a really strong plastic hanger, taped it to here. Now I'm gonna go slow. Elijah? Is that you? My tablet, I have the volume turned up, so it can hear you. So shh. Go breathing. Well, don't come up here. Go do whatever you want. Sorry about that. So what I did is I took the plastic hanger and I didn't here at the end. You see the plastic hanger at the end? I cut here and I cut here. The reason for that is you don't want it going through your line because then you're gonna mess up your sling. You're not gonna get any bang for your buck. So I took that and I taped it on to here. This is also a handle grip part right here. I taped it onto here, put it around here, and now this one is a hanger that's got one of these little hook things here. I took it up here. Now the string I'm using for here is Twine. You can use other stuff. I'm not sure, you could probably use something like a very long rubber band or something. I'm not sure that would work out too well. But I used Twine for this. And I took it up around the end. And I hooked it around, lashed it around, and then taped it on here by cross-latching the tape. So, by crossing the tape so that it stayed on there, see? Now, then you go down here, now down here there's a metal hanger. I put a metal hanger at the end, on this end, because you want something that's strong and it holds it in place. You don't want it to all bend, or it's just going to be some just flop string not doing anything. Now if you take the hanger, a metal hanger, you take off the top, like you unscrew it, and you take the end and you knot it to where like you could wrap a string around it here at the top. And I took it and I put it through the top here. I bent the hanger all on the ends and stuff, and I came and wrapped it around and taped it onto here, and then hooked the string through all the way down to the plastic hanger. I'm looking out the corner of my eye, and he's over here staring at me. Just like last night. Last night, I'm sitting in my bed, and he's sitting in the living room. He's just staring at me.
Hey.
Him, Mr. E.
Hi there.
This dude, he won't stop staring at me. I'm looking at the corner of my eye. I was sitting last night chilling in my room. I catch out the corner of my eye. I just see a face staring at me. And I look over and he's just staring at me like with a blank stare. And the same thing, he's standing over there just staring at me. Like, I have no problem that you're watching me make the review, but at the same time, you're staring at me.
I know I got up late, but I woke up a while ago.
Also, most of the videos that I watch about when people make stuff, they always say, like, there could be a video where it's called, like, $0 bills, and they have, like, all these super expensive power tools. Like power saws, power drills.
Like your bare hands.
Yeah, I make stuff with, like, my bare hands, and I can actually sling this. When you make a bow, there's this thing called drawstring. You want a bow that's got anywhere, if you want a good bow that can go through stuff like a deer, or in a case like an epidemic where there's like zombie apocalypse or something, you want the drawstring to be anywhere between 10 pounds and 25 pounds at least. 10 pounds at the least, because if you have like a 5-pound drawstring,
that's not gonna work.
It's gonna, once it let go, it's just gonna like fall down. Because this has got at least 15-pound drawstring. I actually have a compact bow, which I'll do a video on that. I have a compact bow downstairs that has a 75-pound drawstring. That means I can do a very heavy arrow.
I can go back to you, but
yeah. That has a 75-pound bow drawstring. The thing is with this is literally, I'm sure everyone has a plastic hanger hanging around their house. I'm for sure. If you don't have a plastic hanger or metal hanger around your house, you're not human, because you gotta hang your clothes on something. you gotta have a plastic hanger, you gotta have a metal hanger. If you have parents, if you have grandparents, if you have great-great-grandparents, I'm pretty sure you can go ask them for a couple metal hangers. I'm sure they have them because that's what they probably use. Laundromats. If you ever go to the laundromat, you can get hangers from there too. Metal hangers. If you don't have a metal hanger, you're a sad person. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. If you don't have a plastic hanger, that's just disappointment because they're in every store. They're in Walmart, they're in Target, anywhere you sell clothes.
I used to have a plastic hanger, just almost like that, but just made of plastic.
Now,
like,
let me see that. Now I have. This is the built bow.
This is like a freaking sword.
I have this really big bow here. This is an actual compact bow. These things go for like. This is a like 5.5 foot long compact bow with arrow holder, all types of camo on the outside and stuff. And
that's pretty.
It's got a the thing is, this thing pulls back like 2 inches from where the thing actually goes because it's got a 75-pound drawstring. That means if I were to have like a 5-pound arrow, Elijah, which would be crazy. If I could have like a 5-pound arrow, sling this thing on here, pull that thing back, and launch it from here all the way across the street into people's houses. That's how far it would actually go. Like, I could launch it from here down the street into people's cars, houses. I mean, I wouldn't do that. That's kind of destruction of property and whatnot. But I got this bow at a, what are those places called? Not a garage sale. I was thinking something like a carnival sale. What was that? What was that place? I'm trying to say circus sale.
It seems kind of like
countywide.
It was like a little stick. It was small, but it was also like a garage sale.
It was like a countywide. I went to like this countywide like fair, but it was like those places like if you go to like kind of how Oktoberfest is. If anyone knows what Oktoberfest is, it's kind of how Oktoberfest is with like all the like places where you can buy food. But imagine it's like kind of like a farmer's market, but not. It was something market. What was it? County market or something like that. It's like where a whole bunch of people gather like in this big park, and there's all types of RV trailers and stuff where they're selling like knives, toys, bows, guns, fans, whatever, shoes. It's just all types of stuff. You can get TVs, but the thing is, they're selling stuff for either.
Wait. Knives, guns, toys, bows. Hold on. Toys?
Did I say toys? Did I say toys twice?
Actually, yes.
No, I said TV.
Oh, yeah. I can understand TVs, but toys?
Remember, we bought the kitchen from that place. That kitchen right there, we bought that from there. Now, I forget what the name of these are, but...
It's gotta be movie crap then.
What the? That?
The kitchen, yeah.
Whatever. Now, this bow, I looked up online, this particular bow, this isn't like one of like, I mean, not all bows, there are like some really like small compact bows, kind of like the ones that Wesley had, remember the black one that he had? Now, there's like some really like small compact bows that are about like 2 feet long. This is a 5 foot long military grade compact bow. This is like the thing that you see like hunters on, like in those commercials. That's what this is. This is like that hunter commercial type bow. This thing is like huge and it's really heavy too. It's like a 7-pound bow.
That really is a military bow.
This is like a 7-pound bow, which is, I mean, I guess that's good, but at the same time, this thing, it only pulls back so far, and like it hurts my fingers when I pull it off. I actually cut my finger earlier. It like hurts my fingers. Even if I'm wearing like my thick gloves, like my green gloves. If I'm wearing thick gloves, even with this, the drawstrings on this bow is so strong that when I do pull it, it hurts my fingers, like really bad. Like it like pulls and burns the skin.
Yeah.
I looked this bow up online. This bow, this isn't like the normal bow. I looked it up. And you can see the logo. I forgot what the logo name was again. It's a wing something. And this is a 200 $245 bow if you buy it brand new. Because of the size of the bow it is. It's not just like a normal bow. It's a $245 bow. I got it for $15. The guy was selling it for like $30, but we managed to get him down to $15. Which this is a really...
I may not been there, but you all told me what happened.
I thought you were there.
No, I didn't go.
Where were you?
I was here.
Anyway, the thing about this bow is I know it's got at least... I don't remember how much an arrow holder costs. Like, it has a 6-arrow arrow holder on the side of it. So I can put 6 arrows in there. And... yeah, I could always... Now, the thing about this, I forget, I can always add a... down at the bottom here. I'll get back to the DIY bow in just a second. I just realized that I could show you guys this. I could always add another bow thing, like a bow sling, you know? Like to where I could put like 20, 30 arrows, like on my back, you know? And I'd be set. Apocalyptic situation. Who needs a gun if you got something like this? And then I don't know where you actually would buy a strap for the bow, because I see the places where the straps go on at the ends. I do not know where that is. If anybody were to know where you could buy one of those, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to get me a strap so I can strap this on my back and just run and go, you know, if I'm hunting or something like that. But I got this bow for $15, which is one heck of a deal, if I do say myself. It's one of the best things I've had so far, but I'll do more about this in a minute. I'm going to get back to the DIY because should I take it apart and rebuild it?
What?
The bow? So I can show how it's built?
What bow?
The bow, here.
The plastic one?
Yeah, should I take it apart and rebuild it?
I mean, you know how to rebuild it.
Yeah, I built it in the first place. Of course I know how to rebuild it. Now, I really want to show how I built this. I'm not going to take, like, the plastic hangers off. Really, all you do is, this is a $1, remember the dustpan with the handle? This is, like, 1.5 feet long.
So you guys didn't hunt animals with these things, right?
Well, not with this, no. This is for, like, plus this thing, I realized the other day,
You know, like,
the plastic hanger here, with the metal hanger on the end here, I didn't realize this thing makes a really good melee weapon. But all you do is you take a plastic hanger, and if you have I have a Swiss Army knife, so it was really easy for me. I just cut off the ends at a little piece. It doesn't matter what length, just you cut like a decent sized hole, like 6 to 7 inch length hole between, because that's what you're gonna be pulling back, and you don't want it catching on there, because you're gonna be pulling back. Mine doesn't catch, and if you ever want to, I can do it to where I can hang it here, so it keeps that drawstring pulled. But you just take a plastic hanger, cut the 2 pieces here, and here. You tape it onto the thing. It's hanging up here. You would take your string, wrap it around, tape it on, or hot glue it on. For those of you who love to use hot glue guns, I was going to use a hot glue gun, but at the same time, when I tried that, it actually burnt the twine, and when I ended up pulling it back, and the twine just broke off because it had started burning through it, because it's hot glue, so it just burned straight through. So I just went up and
Bruce made a line, hot glue, burning through.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even try to do that, but I have Gorilla Tape, so I decided to use that. And this holds really strong. Like, it's not coming out of there. I can pull on this for days. It's not coming out of there. You take that, you put it on the end, you loop your string through, you bring it down. Now, what I did to the metal hanger, maybe I'll grab a metal hanger. Hold on, one sec. I'll show you what I did with the metal hanger. Now, I took a metal hanger just like this, and I put it on the end just like this. Now, what I actually did with the hanger to put it on the end there is I took the end here, if you can see that, I undid it, so now you can see it's undid. So now I took that hanger, I take it and I fold it like this. So now it looks like a freaking W weird shape thing. And now what you're going to want to do is take it and fold it all the way so that it's like this. So it's a long, straight pull. Just like take it and bend it. Now, what I did is I took this piece and I wrapped it in this piece at the end piece and knotted it with pliers. If you have pliers, you can use it to help you, but I also did this with my bare hands. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can either take just the end or the middle piece and take it and curl it and just keep twisting it till you get it in a really good knot. Now watch. Oh, I caught myself. I poked my jacket. Now, you can take this. You can take it. Hold on. Now this is, be careful because you can hurt your hands doing this. See, I'm twisting it around the thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this through here. I'm going to bring it through the loop. I'm going to take it. I'm going to push it through. Then I'm going to pull it through. Now, I'm going to keep wrapping it around. Just keep wrapping that around there till you get like a really good, like, all tangled up mess of metal. That's really what you want to go for, because what you're doing is wrapping the string around there. So it should look something like this. Mangled, mess, destroyed looking, yes. But it's not. It really is. That's really what you do want. So now we're going to take it and we're going to bend it. We're going to loop it around. So there's going to be a loop at the end. So that's what the string is going to eventually hook on. And you're going to want to clamp the other piece into there so that now it forms something that kind of looks like this, with a tangled knot in the end and two loops on the end. That's what this is. Tangled knot with two loops on the end, and I took it and I wrapped it around here, and I actually, what I did, hold on. Now I took it and I wrapped it around here with this part sticking up. You can see this hanger with its tangled mess go up into this tangled mess, and I wrapped it around, and I pulled this piece, bent it into here, and then taped it all on, as you can see. Now, once you get done, it should look, I mean, I took more time with pliers to make my knot. If you want to, you can do that, but if imagine there's some apocalyptic situation and you watch this video and it somehow helps you to make a bow. You're on the run, maybe you don't have pliers. Some people would have knives, but if bows are your thing, this video is your thing. So making this would actually be really good. And metal hangers can be used for all sorts of things, such as picking locks on doors. But now the reason I have the plastic hanger on here is because if I were to have metal hanger on this end and on this end, that would be bad, because I would just go to pull it and it wouldn't come back, and it wouldn't sling. It would just like pull a little bit and it wouldn't sling. But since I have the plastic hanger, watch what happens when I pull. When I pull back all the way, it bends, but it's not going to break because of how I positioned it. mean, it looks really loose, and I've actually made an arrow out of the 2 pieces from plastic hangers. I glued and taped those together at the middles, put a screw on the end, hot glued that to the end. Now I did use a hot glue gun here, but it's just a little small, like $2 hot glue gun. It's just a little cheap glue gun we bought from the store. So you don't need to go buy some like $800, $8,000 glue gun or something. Just buy like a $2 one. This one works just fine. That's a hard shell. That's not coming out of there. Now, I need to put the screw the other way because I put it in flat ways that way. But it fell out the other night before. But now I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to sling it back and shoot it at the wall real quick. Did you see it? Did you see it? Oh, let me see that. Try that again. Elijah, come here real quick. Come here. What? I want to know if you can see the arrow sling in the video. I kind of want to try it with this bow, my arrow, but I'm not sure it would work. Maybe we should give it a try. This thing scares me because I'd be scared for the person that's trying to attack me because I'm going to ruin their life with this bow if they attack me. Now we're going to try this bow. I'm afraid for it going through the wall because this is like a half a pound arrow and I'm using a 75-pound drawstring bow. Jesus. Oh, God. It didn't bust a dent in the wall. Not too much, but it hit the wall. So it went flying. Imagine a deer or something. I need to get a point on the end of here. Let's try that again. You see I got my arrow on there. And now I actually made this makeshift arrow. I didn't actually buy an arrow. I can just make makeshift arrows. Load that into there. Ah! That messed up. Hold on. We're going to try that one more time. We hit a misfire. And the thing is, the arrow that I actually had built, it's super straight. And I actually built it with two plastic pieces. I may actually make some metal arrows, Elijah, or some aluminum tin arrows. That sounds kind of cool, huh? I can make some steel-tipped arrows. I watched a video on how to melt and smith steel-tipped arrows. So now I'm actually moving at a most people when they make videos about this stuff, they're going way too fast for me to even understand. I talk a little slower at a little slower rate than most people, and that somebody told me that was really good because they could understand me. Actually, I'm not. So you want to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Done. No. Hey Elijah, you want to put the drawstring on this, you want to attach the cable, you want to put it in like this, and then boom, you're done. No, I'm not talking like 100 miles a second. I'm talking at a consistent person rate. If you were to have a conversation with someone, you don't want to be talking a million miles a second, and I'm not understanding you. So going slower and having it a longer video makes it better. So I'm going to show you the bow one more time. I'm going to show you my bow one more time. And then I'm going to upload this video. Other than that, oh, I forgot to tell you about this. The arrow, I put tape at the end of here. So that acts as when I rest it on my bowstring, I can rest it on there because I tried using a normal notch arrow on, I actually had an arrow. It came with one arrow, Elijah. It broke the arrow. It broke the arrow. The bow, my green bow, it broke the arrow into two pieces. It broke the end piece here, and it snapped the arrow in half when it hit the wall. That's how strong that bow is. My camel one, it broke. I actually had a steel arrow. It broke the arrow. I was like, oh my god. And the arrow wasn't taped or anything like this, but I took this one and it's got a slight curve to it, so like when I take it and I go to pull it, if I were to aim it with the piece aiming down and I were to sling it, it's going to go down. If I put it with the piece going up and the curve up, when I sling it, it's going to stay going in an upward motion for a longer distance. It's gonna fly. Like if I were to put it on this bow and open up this window and just sit here like this and just fling it out the window, it would fly all the way across the street. And I had to go outside and get it. And it's cold out there, and I don't want to go out there and get an arrow in the cold. It's cold. It's cold outside. And so I can make a video on how I actually made this arrow if this video actually goes big, but if not, I'm just going to drop it and I'm going to do another DIY video. But I can also show you how to make a spear. Now, I'm actually going to end this video, but a couple days before, I used the stick I used for the bow, the plastic bow, this one, and I took a little a toy knife, yes, I know, but I took a little plastic toy knife and I taped it to the end. It was just for fun. I was just bored. And I took it out into my garage and I set up a box and I threw it at the box. It went in like almost a foot into the box and out the other end of a box. That's how strong it was. I literally made a legit spear out of nothing. Now, if I were to put like an actual hunting knife on the end of here, it'd be a very lethal weapon. But, oh my gosh, I just had an idea. If you have a hunting knife, big hunting knife, tape it to the end here. Make a perfect bayonet. People get too close and you can't shoot them, you stab them. Perfect. Now I'm going to end this video because I've been doing this for 30 minutes. But if you do like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your dog. Share it with your cat. Share it with your pet fish. Fishy. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Today and tomorrow I'm probably going to upload 2 videos back to back about DIY stuff because I have a couple things I could show. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you next time.